time for the women's 100 metres, the final track event of the evening. And there's one good reason why they've left it till last, because in lane 5 is one of the great Polish heroines, Ewa Swoboda, former European indoor champion. Posters everywhere, massive posters of her everywhere across the city of Katowice. She's right in the middle of the 9 athletes as well. They set it up for her. Jenna Prandini, well, she's a great 200-meter runner, has a best of 10.9, the American. Hasn't had a vintage season by her standards. 7th in the London Diamond League before the games, hasn't raced since then. Natasha Morrison of Jamaica, 11-1 this year, but she's a 10.85 athlete. Bas Pitai of Gambia, she goes in lane 3. Semi-finalist in the Olympic Games at 200 metres. Then Tamari Davis, second in Lausanne and second in Monaco just before the game. She's a very consistent racer as the 21-year-old American. Best of 10.8. Yeah, and there is Swoboda. How they love her. Silver medalist at the World Indoors in Glasgow back in March, behind Julian Alfred. And that wasn't a bad person to lose to, seeing as Alfred went on to become Olympic champion. Marie-Josée Talou Smith of the Côte d'Ivoire. I'm sure she races more than anybody on the whole circuit. A prolific racer. 4th in Lausanne, 11.07. Still in good form, the 35-year-old. Daryl Neta of Great Britain. 4th in the Olympic 100, 5th in the 200. So frustrated with those, although she got a silver from the sprint relay. Tia Clayton, 7th in the Olympic Games. The Jamaican silver medalist. Only a youngster, just 20 years old. And Patricia van der Weken of Luxembourg completes the lineup. She's a late addition, I think, because when I travelled here a couple of days ago, I was chatting to a certain Dina Asher-Smith at the airport as we were waiting for our bags. Dina announced yesterday she was pulling out of this meeting. I'm not sure if she's felt a niggle or if she's just not feeling 100%, but Dina flew here to Poland but is not competing tonight. So the meeting record, well, it's a rather impressive one. I'm not sure we'll see an extra one added in this race. 10.66 by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price of Jamaica a couple of years ago. But 3 Olympic finalists go here. And all eyes on Swoboda in lane 5. There she is, real powerhouse. She's a tremendously quick starter. Look for her to probably lead at halfway, and then maybe to get run down. Can she stay ahead, though, to send everyone home on a high? With Mondo, of course, 2 more attempts at that world record in the vault to come.
So, guys, have you noticed that no matter how many times people predict the end of Jamaica's sprinting dominance, another Jamaican star always seems ready to take over? That is exactly what happens again, and it sends a strong message to the rest of the athletics world. So guys, let us watch this race out, then I will be back with a lot of comments. And also remember, if you are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscription button, and also you can comment, like and share the video out.
Well, a really good start from Tamari Davis there, 4th from right. Swoboda's got some running to do here yet. I don't think she's going to win this one. Really good running on the near side too from Tia Clayton. Tia Clayton takes it there on the near side, I think. Probably the shortest athlete in the race and the youngest at 20. The Jamaican in lane 8, I think, just nicked that. 10.81. Well, it is super fast. That's the 5th fastest time in the world this year. And for Clayton, it is indeed a new lifetime best by a pretty big chunk. 10.83 she's given, in fact, but it is nonetheless a lifetime best. Swoboda didn't get her usual bullet start from lane 5. Wasn't able to get the blood up for the crowd through the first half at least. But Clayton, well, she's similarly small in stature, but boy, did she hold her form well through the second half and just hung on.
And go to her strength, the final 100 meters. So could tonight be the night that the Team USA is restored as champion? We'll see.
I just feel like Gabby Thomas has not been challenged so far in a big race. She blew away U.S. Nationals, but this one on your screen is the favorite for a reason. 21-4, disappointed in the 100. She has everything to run for here. And only Gabby Thomas has run faster this year at 200 meters.
And make no mistake about it,
She's in 6. Yeah, she can see everybody in front of her.
29-year-old Jamaican wants a little bit of revenge on that woman right there, Sha'Carri Richardson, because Sharika Jackson thought for For a second, she had won the World 100-meter title. It didn't happen. She was shocked by Richardson. Here's Gabby Thomas. As Sonia told us, she's got fresh legs. No 100 for her.
Here's the NCAA champion, Alfred. Does she have one more big race in her?
Daryl Neater of Great Britain.
After making the Olympic 100 final, now she's made a world final.
This is Dina Asher-Smith, her teammate who reigned supreme in 2019, but has had injury issues since. She was only 8th in the 100, so what can she do here? And also rounding out the field there, that's Mary-José Talu. I mean, a picture of consistency, guys. She's been one of the best female sprinters in the world for over a decade. Unfortunately, was in that 4th spot again in the 100 meters, and a tough lane draw for her there in lane 2.
One thing is for sure, I feel like the medals are going to come from the outside lanes.
We keep saying it, we haven't had a bad final yet in the field event or on the track, and this is guaranteed to be another buzzworthy performance.
The two American women are side by side in lanes 8 and 9. Gabby Thomas in 8, and right here, Sha'Carri Richardson, the 100-meter world champion in 9. Gabby in 9. Women's 200 final away. Sha'Carri Richardson on the outside has already been passed. Here comes the world champion Jackson. Sharika Jackson into the home straight. She has put her stamp on this event. She's going to go back-to-back for Jamaica. The first is finally money, and she crosses in 21:41. Wow, that is a meat record. She is getting closer to Flojo's world record. She is now just 700ths of a second away as Gabby Thomas gets the silver and Sha'Carri hands on for her second medal at these Worlds.
That wasn't even close.
What they've just witnessed, real power and skillful 200-meter running.
And you mentioned that time, Colin, 700ths away now. It's getting closer and closer, and she was going so quick 50 meters out. I was thinking, what if you're looking for anything happening behind? Nothing was going on there. She was just kept going away. Just got a little tight here towards the end, but you're entitled to, aren't you, when you're running that quick?
Yeah, you've got to say that. That is just incredible. And do you know what? We should not forget Daryl Neater's performance. 22:16. She came to this championships and we were all thinking, wow, Daryl's just going to come for the ride. The ride, 5th in the World Championships, in 22:16 was a really strong performance by her. But the 3 medalists, Steve, were seriously just outstanding.
That's what she thought. She ran well, and she's gone, Sharika just ran 21:41. Wow. Great performance.
The United States, and 0.4 of a second in sprinting is a mile.
That is as big
Of a margin
of victory as you will see in a sprint event in history at these World Championships. We'll crunch the numbers, but wow, for a race that we thought, well, maybe somebody gets close. No contest, Jackson by a mile.
And that's the last time you convinced me to change my favorite. Sharika Jackson looked amazing, but Otto, you also called it. Sha'Carri Richardson would need to run a personal best, and she did, and she got a bronze medal. So she's leaving here with a gold and a bronze. This is a phenomenal first world championship for the young superstar.
So here's another look. Sharika Jackson, 4th from the left, was playing no games tonight. I think she would have been frustrated by her inability to win the 100. And man, she came off of that turn and it was goodbye rest of the world. Gabby Thomas tried to charge late, but that's a lot of space in between the Jamaican world champion from last year and the rest of the world. So she repeats and defends her title from Eugene. And the other women who run the 200 in the world, know now, if you are not ready to run 21:4, you have no chance to beat an in-shape Sharika Jackson.
And think about this, Otto. Sharika Jackson started out her career as a 400-meter runner. No one saw this coming. No one saw that she would step down, much like Fred Curley did, and run the 1-2 and be so dominant. And I really think that is what has paid off for her in this 200-meter discipline. She is by far the strongest.
Wow, Jamaica has done it again. For years, many people have asked the same question: who will carry Jamaica's sprinting tradition after the legends? Every season, critics suggest that other countries are catching up, but every time that conversation starts, Jamaica produces another world class sprinter. This time, the spotlight belongs to Tia Clayton. At only 20 years old, Tia Clayton delivered one of the biggest performances of her young career. She stormed to victory in the women's 100 meters with a new personal best of 10.81 seconds. Can you imagine? 10.81 seconds. What makes this performance even more impressive is not just the time on the clock, it is the way she ran the race. She looked calm in the starting blocks. She reacted well to the gun, accelerated smoothly, and stayed relaxed throughout the race. And that is what all the racers need to have. There was no panic, no wasted movement, just pure speed and confidence. That is something we usually see from experienced champions, not someone who is only beginning to reach her full potential. Running 10.81 seconds at such a young age tells us one thing: Tia Clayton is no longer simply a promising athlete. She's becoming a serious contender whenever she steps onto the tracks. And the exciting part is that she still has a room to improve. As athletes gain experience, they often become stronger, improve their race excursion, and learn how to perform under pressure. If Tia is already producing performances like this now, imagine what she could achieve over the next few years. But the excitement did not stop here. We had Sherika Jackson, reminded everyone why she remains one of the greatest sprinters of this generation. In the women's 200 meters, Jackson was simply outstanding. She crossed the finish line in 21.41 seconds. Imagine breaking another second, 21.41 seconds, producing another dominant victory that has left little doubt about who was in control. From the moment she came off the curve, it was clear the race belonged to her. Her running looked smooth, powerful, and effortless. She maintained excellent from all the way throughout the finish line, showing exactly why she has become one of the fastest women over and over 200 meters. Sherika's journey is one of the most inspiring stories in athletics. Many people first knew her at a 400 meters runner. She earned success in that event, but making the decision to move into the shorter sprint changed everything. That transition was not easy. The 100 and 200 meters demanded explosive starts. You must have what we call perfect techniques and incredible top end speed. Sherika had to develop new skills while competing against some of the fastest women in history. She stayed patient, she trusted the process, she continued working hard. Today, she stands among every or very best in the world. Her success is proof that athletics can reinvent themselves if they have the determination to improve. Now let's talk about the bigger picture. Whenever Jamaica performs like this, one debate always returns. How does such a small country continue producing so many world class sprinters? Countries like the United States have far longer or larger population, bigger sports budgets, and access to more training facility. Yet Jamaica continues to challenge and often defeat the biggest athletics nations on the world's biggest stage. The answer goes far beyond money. Sprinting is part of Jamaica's culture. Young athletes grow up dreaming of becoming the next great champion. School competition help identify talents at the earlier age, giving athletics valuable experience before they reach the international stage. By the time many Jamaican sprinters become professionals, they have already competed in high pressure races for years. That experience builds confidence, it builds discipline, and it creates champions. There's also something special about the bride Jamaicans have whenever they wear the national color. Representing Jamaica means carrying the legacy built by generation of greater athletics. That responsibility inspires many runners to push beyond their limits. Looking ahead, the rival between Jamaica and the United States promises to become even more exciting. Every major championship brings another battle between two sprinting powerhouses. Fans love these matchups because they produce unforgettable races. And with the young stars like Tia Clayton continuing to improve, while experienced champions like Sherika Jackson remains at the top of their game, Jamaica appears to have a very bright future. The message from this performance is very simple. Jamaica's sprinting legacy is far from over. A new generation is rising. The current champions are still delivering. And the rest of the athletics world has put on notice once again. What do you think? Can Tia Clayton become Jamaica's next Olympic or World champion? Can Sherika Jackson continue dominating the 200 meters and challenge for more global titles? I want you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for watching this video out. Till the next one. And also remember, if you are new here, please don't forget to hit the subscription button. And also you can comment, like, and share the video. Otherwise, to my returning viewers, I also want to say thanks for the much support. Thanks for always coming back and viewing my videos, and all credits goes to the original creators of this video. Otherwise, thanks until the next one.